folks, Mark Doody here again. Big news is that September 16th, you can now apply for your visas. I'm a little bit late on the mark on this one, but what can you do? So, if you're looking to go to Indonesia with a business B211A visa, now's your chance. You can actually get into the country. So, let's have a quick little inspection of what is required. Obviously, you need to be fully vaccinated, so that's both jabs, but it doesn't matter which one you have as long as you have had both. You have to quarantine in Jakarta, and I believe they're also opening up Bali as a destination that you can also quarantine in, and that is for 8 days. So, obviously, the B211A visa, there are certain requirements in order to apply for it. So, check with your very trustworthy visa agent and make sure you get the right and proper information off them. So, now that Indonesia's finally open, what does that mean for me? Well, folks, the good news is I can finally get over and marry my wife that I've been waiting for like 2 years now. After everything was planned, paid for, we're all waiting, we're ready. And then obviously everything went downhill because of the goof. So, soon I shall be over there. I have put in for my B211A visa and I should be hearing about that anytime soon. So once I have my visa through, I shall let you all know what the deal is. So I'm going to break down the next part into two different sections, but I'm going to talk at the same time with these sections. So, should you go on holiday to Indonesia or Bali? In my eyes, it's a tough one because obviously you've got to quarantine for 8 days. So if you're going there for a 2 week holiday, you're going to lose a week. Well, just over a week. So it's pointless because obviously, you know, everybody has different work schedules where you can only get like 2 weeks holiday or 3 weeks holiday, or you have to put in certain requests to get a longer time period. And I've seen many people who already live in Bali that are digital nomads going on and on about, yeah, come, now's the best time. Yeah, it's the best time because it's empty, but don't forget that digital nomads, it's easier for us to move abroad and do things like this simply because we work on the online and, you know, we don't have kind of a time frame specifics where we have to adjust to. So for us going on holiday or doing things, it's slightly different. So I just want to point that one out there. Now, obviously, Indonesia is still, well, for us in the UK, Indonesia is still in the red list. I don't know if it, other countries still have it in this kind of color code system, but the infection rate in Indonesia is still very high. So if you're from the UK, for example, like me, if I was to return to this country after visiting Indonesia, that means I would have to stay in a government hotel, which would cost £1,750, which to be honest is absolute extortion. But them is the rules, and you know what the governments are like. You gotta follow them rules. If you don't, well, bad times, bad times. So now we're gonna look at the situation in Bali. Now, I've seen many videos of Bali where people are uploading what they're seeing. There are a few still there because obviously many of them fled as soon as it went into quite a high rate of infection and everyone just ran away after they all claiming this is our home, we love Bali, we never want to live anywhere else. And then the first thing they did is evacuate as fast as they could. That's why I have no respect for these kind of people. So, should you go there? Now, every case is different. So, in the end, it's what do you feel comfortable and happy with? If you feel comfortable to go and quarantine and you've been double jabbed and you're willing to fork out for the visas, because there's a high cost with going, and it's all right for someone like me. See me, once I get there, I plan on staying there. So for me, it's a no-brainer. If I can get into the country, that's it. I'm there. And that's what I've been trying to do. See, I didn't know about the B211A visas until I thought, oh, hold on a minute, what's this? Because I actually looked at other YouTube channels doing it, and it was like, this is how you get in. So I went to look at getting in, and then obviously they shut down again. So it's kind of like my own fault. So, you know, it is what it is on that one. So, folks, if you feel comfortable enough to go, then go. But after seeing some of the state of some of the hotels and a lot of the warungs and a lot of places are actually shut. Some of it hasn't even been maintained, so it's going to be a slow progress. In my own opinion, that Bali is going to take quite a while to get back to pre-pandemic kind of situation where it's a beautiful and lush island. It always will be, but obviously there's several factors that have obviously hit it. Obviously, with the less tourism, I mean, most of the people that go there now have visas and they're staying kind of more long term, but they have the ability to because they work online and they don't have a 9 to 5 day job like most people do. Some of them even got in there before they even got vaccinated. Now, I'm not one of these that are going to preach to people to get a vaccine or not get a vaccine. I don't care. You do what you want to do. I've had to have it because it's the only way I can get to my wife. If I had a choice, would I have taken it? Probably not. But, it is what it is. But there we go. That's all I'm going to say on that one. So, what's the next step? The next step. Ooh, that's a good little juicy topic. So, as soon as I get into. So, for me now, as soon as I get into Jakarta, I've got to go to the UK Embassy. Now, the UK Embassy have done me an absolute solid with this one, simply because my avi-davi for my wedding that I required. So obviously I paid for it, got my avi-davi ready, all signed for, signed off by the UK Embassy, ready to get married, and then obviously, you know, happened, and then that's been it. So I ain't been able to get into the country. So I've actually spoke to them and they've turned around and said to me, right, because I was unable to get into the country, we'll reissue it for you at no extra cost. Now I don't know if other embassies will do the same if you're in a similar situation as me, but that option is there. Just contact them and ask them. Simple, really. You can't go wrong. So once I have my avi davi, so once I fly in the country, obviously I've got 8 days of quarantine. I get my avi davi. I then will fly over to Makassar, where that's my home base. Will be Makassar. Most of my content will be around Makassar at first until I get my feet on the ground and start getting everything up and running. So once I get to that stage, you'll be able to see the wonderful city of Makassar. I like Makassar. All right, it's not Bali, but it's still a nice place to go. And I'll be wanting to bring in other content and stuff from all over Indonesia. I don't want to be just in one place, just doing one thing. That's the thing that a lot of vloggers that I see, especially travel vloggers, what they do is they only do things in Bali and then they all do the same videos. So you get the same videos regurgitated month by month by month. And also other YouTubers watch them same videos and then they do the same thing. And it's really weird. I want to bring something nice and juicy into this because it's pointless doing the same videos over and over again. You know, what's the point? Let's not do that. Let's get in there. Let's show people other side of Indonesia that most people don't see. I want to see if you're an Indonesian inventor, if you have a story, a unique story, or you know, I want to hear this. I want to hear what the Indonesian people are saying and doing. I want to see their perspective on what they think of other countries and what they want, they want to see, what they want to know. See, I can bring a lot of the UK over to them and explain things and how an actual UK person feels. You know, who wouldn't want to hear that? Some people do, some people don't. It depends. But it is what it is. So at the end of the day, we're going to have better content on this channel. I'm going to get there. Finally, the ball is rolling. finally going to get over to Indonesia and start getting the ball rolling, getting married, living life, and getting my Indonesian content out there. It's been a long time waiting, and it's been tough, but I've finally got there. So, folks, if you liked what you just heard, if you like the channel, you want to help support me, the links are down below for my social media and also any kind of store that I have. Also, just hit that little red subscribe button for me. Just a nice little spicy red button down below. Just give that a click. Just give it a little click. So once you've done that, also just hit us with a little thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. I don't mind, you know. But anyway, thank you all for watching. More content coming soon. Thank you all if you made it this far listening to me. Thank you all. God bless you all. Good night.